Hey everyone, welcome to Stratele Studios. I'm Jeff Castanon, and today in the studio I have Sarah Georges, my resident vocal expert, and we are going to be taking a look at a Mozart piece. This is
Parto.
Parto. It says Parto from Mozart, La Clemenza di Tito. And this is Marianne Crebassa, which I believe I have had her on the channel before, at least a video of her on the channel before. But let's get into this. We'll watch it and then we'll chat about it afterwards. Here we go. And the clatter continues.
Yeah.
Do you know the story behind?
Yeah, so kind of commissioned for Leopold II of Bohemia for his coronation. And it's about Tito is the emperor of Rome. And it's like kind of like a love story, as all good operas are. And so there's Tito, and then there's what is his name? Sesto is the character that sings that song, and it's a pants roll. So traditionally it would have been sung by a castrato. So it was written.
So she is portraying a male.
Yes.
And then who is the guy playing the? Is it a clarinet?
Well, yeah, that was a clarinet. But the woman, she's like in love with Tito, and she wants to marry the emperor. And Sesto's in love with her, but she's kind of like a bad girl because the emperor marries somebody else, and so she wants to like destroy Rome, and so she tries to get Tito on board with her diabolical plan to destroy Rome and stuff. So he eventually goes with it.
So what's the significance of the clarinet in this? Is that because it looks like that is a character? I mean, even the guy who was playing the clarinet seemed to be acting as well.
Well, I think that was just how they portrayed it. This particular, that's not part of the show. I think that's just how they portrayed it, which is really cool because they really featured the clarinetist, because it's really a duet between the two instruments of the voice and the clarinet. Because you hear how that clarinet shadows the voice the whole time.
Oh yeah.
So that was really smart how they staged
brought the clarinet in as
because that was probably not like a whole stage production of the whole show. Otherwise, there would have been a whole set and everything, and that was probably like a feature of just that song, I would assume. So
it was interesting that the clarinetist was acting as well, and I thought about both for Marianne lying on the ground singing. I was thinking about how difficult that must be for her to be lying down and singing the way that she was. And then next thing I know, that the guy playing the clarinet is laying down playing the clarinet, lying down too. And I was like, wow, that's pretty good. And then I thought about the fact that they both have to memorize the whole thing. That guy in the clarinet, man, I was just going, man, that guy had to memorize all of that music when, typically he's going to be reading that music.
Yes. Yeah. And it's a long piece, obviously, and it's not easy. There's lots of notes.
Yeah.
As is typical for Mozart, because there's a lot of melismas in there, all of those runs. So lots of notes.
What did you think about her?
Oh my
singing?
Gosh. She's amazing.
Amazing, right?
That song is hard. So I've sung that before. I sang that in college. It's difficult. It's all over the place. One of the things is that there's a lot of in one of the sections, there's kind of a jump where you're going from your head voice down to your chest voice, and so there's that, and then all of the runs near the end, all of those melismas. It's very, very difficult. So, and she was just amazing, and I love what they did with. It was just so dramatic with all of the pauses in there.
Yeah.
Like they really milked those. They were just drawn out, and it really, I think it just really added to the drama of it all. Yeah,
and she was really good. I mean, her acting was really good as well, and very dynamic. She jumped off of the floor at one point and just jumped up standing, like, I was like, wow, it's a physical thing, not only to sing, but also to do all of that, at the same time, jumping up, laying down, and all of that kind of stuff too. Never breathless. I mean, she.
Her technique
just
is amazing.
Absolutely nailed everything, as if she's just standing there singing. So that's a really cool piece. That's a Mozart piece.
Yeah, that was actually the last opera that he wrote, and I believe
really?
he died about 3 months later.
Oh, no kidding!
After it debuted.
So was this piece? It's an opera, and the opera is La Clemenza di Tito. Is that the name of the opera itself? Okay.
Yeah. Going back to what you said about her acting, one thing that's really awesome is that, you know, it's in another language. It's in Italian, and you can tell, you know, even though you can't understand the
what's
words,
going on.
It's like she's telling a whole story.
Yeah.
You know, through her actions and how she's portraying what's going on.
Right.
The clarinetist too, obviously. So there's a whole lot going on in there.
Yeah.
There's a story being told, even though you don't know what the words are.
Yeah. Yeah. When I first saw her, I was thinking about her appearance and how it looked like a boy. You know, that's like, oh, that's interesting. I wonder if she's portraying a boy or something. And you had mentioned it's probably in the past have been done by castratos. And you and I had a conversation about Farinelli not too long ago, and it's funny because it's like I there's a movie. I don't know if you've seen the movie Farinelli. We should watch it because it's really good. But the whole idea about castratos is just it's just mind blowing that they were doing that back then.
Yeah, and for those that don't know, a castrato is these young boys that could sing, they would surgically alter them so that they wouldn't lose
their voice.
Yeah.
So they're grown men who have these incredibly high ranges. And one of the most popular ones, I guess, was Farinelli, right? Yeah. If you come across that movie out there, check it out. It's really interesting. And it was about Farinelli and his brother. And we'll watch it together.
I haven't seen it, so I'll look forward to that.
Interesting.
Add it to the list.
Oh man, well that was fun. Brian, thank you so much for requesting this one. This is a really cool one to watch with Sarah because she's always catching things that I just I don't see because this is her education. This is what she does, and it's always enlightening for me. I know that when we've had conversations after she's seen some of my videos and said, oh, you know, you could have mentioned this, and I'm like, dang it, I didn't think of that, you know. And so that's why I'm having her join me on these so that you could get the benefit also of the things that she would say to me after I would do the videos. That way I'm getting her now so we can get, you know, we get all this information across. But yeah, I really appreciate you doing this with me. Yeah, there'll be more to come. And I know that, like I've got, a Voces 8 thing coming down. If you can see my, schedule there, something called Vincent. It's a Voces 8 thing. There's another thing further down, which is going to be definitely one that you and I have to do together, which is the Eric Whitaker doing Sleep, which is the Voces 8 Foundation Choir and Orchestra. And oh boy, I can't wait for that because we've talked about Sleep before, so that's going to be fun to check that one out. Yes. So I'll put whatever information I can in the description about this video. And thanks again, Brian, for requesting this. Thank you, Sarah, for joining me. Come back for more cool stuff. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hey, I just wanted to let you all know that the Stratele Studio Shop is up and running. This is the artwork for the various designs that I have on the products. Basically, it's studios A through F. These are the graphics that I showed at the beginning of each video, and you can get these graphics on a variety of products. As you see here on the website, you have 10 products that are customizable. You can actually change the location or the size of the graphic on the product. I hope you come check it out.